Howdy folks, welcome to episode 12. Today we're going to see if we can get some grow plots going and some of the other stuff, the plants and everything. And so I cleaned out everything out of here, and we actually did an 11.5 bonus episode for the patrons. And so in that episode I went and cleaned out the inventory, and I also repaired all the ship here, and then we threw on a harvester and we went out and gathered some more ores out of with the harvester out of the rocks, the surface rocks. So I got a bunch more stuff here. I got some more iron and everything. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make some of the nutrient solution here. And so we need, let me see, I think we need, do we need just one of those for each grow plot? Let's see here. Yeah, just one nutrient solution. And so I'm thinking we're going to make the concrete one, since everything else in this base is made out of concrete. So we'll do that, and we're going to make, let's see, 10, 20, let's see, 30. We're just going to make 27 of those because that's how many we can do. And then we're going to make, and let's make 20 of those. And so we can get those going while we are waiting. And let's see, we can even take some of this stone dust here, and we can put this in the constructor so that we can make our, I think we need that, don't we? I think we need that for our concrete, yeah. Although I don't remember if we have, yeah, we have a little bit of cement, but yeah, we'll need more. Okay, so we can put that in a constructor. And so yeah, and then we're going to use cobalt alloy, which is, cobalt alloy is a lot of cobalt, a whole lot of cobalt, and iron. Okay, so we may end up running out of cobalt in order to make, so I think we might just make like 12 of them, and we can do a little strip like that. And so let's get our drill back in the hotbar here. Now, the other thing I picked up last episode was I picked up a bunch of, here it is, I picked up a bunch of the canned foods, which is totally cool. And so yeah, we have a ton of the canned foods. That's one thing about raids, is that you do get a lot of stuff out of it. So we're going to let this stuff craft while we go over here, and what we're going to do is grab another block. I need concrete blocks here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to punch a hole in this wall, and we're going to put our garden out here. And let me double check and make sure. Let me see. So the ship is here. Let me double check and make sure that that's going to work. Let's see. That's going to be this way from where we're at. Oh yeah, that goes uphill. That gets even higher. So yeah, we're good. We're not, I was just worried about drilling into like this area, for example, and ending up with problems from that. So yeah, we're gonna drill out that way. And so what we're gonna do is, in order to keep the oxygen from leaking out, basically in order to prevent unsealing our base, there's two things you can do. You can use and I'll show you both. So what you can do is you can put a thing like this. Let's see, you can go like this, and you can put a door here. Let's see, so you can put a door here, and you know, if you want to play legit, and if you want to like role play it or whatever and pretend like, you know, you've actually got the thing sealed, you can do this, and you can knock out this block, and then obviously you have an airlock here and your whole thing is sealed. Now another thing I want to show you is that you can also do this, and as I pointed out before, the blocks are sealed per block, so the air cannot go past this. Basically, if you pretend like the oxygen molecules are, you know, 2 cubic meters or whatever, or 2 meters wide, then you'd see that they can't get through this spot. And so it's the same thing here, is if this is sideways, it doesn't matter if it's turned sideways, you can still do the same thing. And now, as you see, the oxygen hasn't leaked out or anything like that. So we still have oxygen in here. It's not going to leak out because this is blocking the way. And the other thing you can do in order to do that is you can just take one of these little teeny pieces, and you can sit it out here or wherever you want. or you know, you can put it up there or whatever. And so if you do this and you punch out this block here, it does the same thing. It basically leaves the place sealed so that you can punch a hole in the wall to expand your base without having to, without having to worry about, you know, leaking out all your oxygen. So that's one way you can do it. It's a lot easier than trying to, you know, build a giant airlock and all that stuff. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out a room here, and I think it would probably be more trouble than it's worth to use the other thing. And let's see, I'm going to be using my suit oxygen here if I do it this way, so I'm just going to use the drone. But yeah, it's probably more trouble than it's worth to try to do that with the hovercraft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out an area here, and I think what I'm going to do is, instead of doing a 3x3, now the most efficient method, as anybody will tell you, the most efficient method is a 3x3 square of grow plots, because when you do that, you can put one light on all 9 of them, and it will light, you know, the one in the center will light all of those 9 blocks. And so let me make a couple of these. Let me see. There we go. So what you can do instead, if you're like me, you could just use, you know, smaller blocks. What I like to do is I like to not use the center row and just make, you know, like this, and then put the light here, and my grow plots are here. And so this covers all of these blocks, and I waste these 3, but that's not, it's just not a big deal. I find the look of it, the style of it, is more important to me than being able to eat every possible last, you know, every possible last ounce of stuff out of that. So we have our nutrient blocks and our water, and we should be able to make, yeah, I don't think I needed to put the water in there, did I? But yeah, we can make our growing plots. So we're going to make 12, and we're going to let those craft while I'm drilling a little bit more here. And I suppose I could just actually drill and not worry about that. But yeah, so we're going to have, this is going to be our walkway, 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be 3 blocks, and then there's going to be grow plots here and here. And so we're going to need to put up, I think we need, the light needs to go there. So I'm going to need to do some more of the ceiling out here too, to take out some more of the ceiling, because the grow plots are basically that, the 2 blocks above, not the next block, because the plant sits in this block, the grow light sits at the top of this block. So we need that. There we go. So we're going to do that, and the grow light is going to sit, here, we can get this out of here. The grow light's going to sit here. There we go. And as you see, it's going to light up all 9 of these blocks. And so this will help us with our figuring out where we need to drill and stuff. So yeah, let me get a little bit more of this drilled out, and I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. We've got another 3, so 1, 2, 3 here. And then we can get our grow plots. Now, I don't actually have to walk back to the thing like everybody likes to point out. I don't actually have to walk back there in order to get these. I know that. It's more of just one of those things where it doesn't feel right sometimes. And it's funny because when they first came out with the control panels, I was totally doing that, and I was totally just like never going to anything and just using the control panel only. But it just, I don't know, it's just kind of more fun to walk around in your base. I mean, you know, it's kind of the purpose of building a base, is so you have something to walk around in, right? But let's get this going up like this. We could probably even do some kind of stylized thing in the corners or something too if we wanted to. But let's get these going like this. And if I can, yeah, what I need to do is go up here. So 2, 3, 4, there we go. And we could do the same thing here. So if you start on the top, then you can come down 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be our little garden. I could probably even, once we get this sealed off, I can probably even just make these windows in here so that it looks a little bit nicer. And so yeah, let me get a little more of this drilled out. Alright, so we've got the end here. Let's see if we can put up some blocks here. Like that. There we go. And then we can extend this across. Let's see if it'll let us. And there we go. Up to there. And so let me dig a little bit of this out and make sure that I've got it. But I'm kind of thinking I want to do the same sort of thing in here where I'm leaving a gap. Let me see. So that's going to be the block. So it's going to be this one here, right? So that we'll get all of our grow plots. And it looks like it's showing. Oh, yeah, I'm doing that thing again. Okay, let's see if we have. It is 25. Okay, so it's not sealed. We missed a block somewhere. There's one there. There's one right there already. So let's see if we can go along this line. See if we can get them filled in. Is it going to pop? There we go. Okay, it just popped up to 22 up here. And so this is sealed in. And so now if we take this off, and there we go. So this now has oxygen in here. And there we go. So we have oxygen here. Whoops. And here. And so what we can do is we can take out this. Whoa! No, 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 no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Whoops. I think I just lost a whole bunch of oxygen doing that too. Whoops. Let me see. Let me see what we just lost here. I have to walk to the oxygen tanks and then press P, right? Let me see. Yeah, we just lost a ton of oxygen. Okay, currently in tanks, currently in base. Yeah, I think we did. I think we lost a ton. Okay, because I did that. So what I need to do is, let me see. I can seal that off like I did. Let me see, because I'm going to end up with the same situation with this one. So why don't I just do this instead? We'll turn off the oxygen. There we go. We're fine. Not a big deal. We don't have plants in here right now. So we're going to take advantage of that situation. And I think if you do that and you get a block back in there quick enough, you don't lose the oxygen. But I'm not positive about that. And we're going to do this too. We're going to take these out. There we go. And we could probably even put like some rounded blocks here to make this more of a bay. I'm not sure if I want to start doing that because then I gotta switch everything else to match it. So yeah, I think we're gonna leave that as it is, and we're gonna put windows on here or something instead of trying to round that and leave it an open bay. And I kind of like this stuff out here, so let me see if I can get a little bit more of this coming in. Let's see. See if we can get a little bit more of it coming in, creeping in and stuff. There we go. And the same thing on this corner. See if we can get it creeping in. Yeah, I totally should have watched that. Totally should have watched that block when I was when I was removing. But I got a little overconfident there. Let's see if we can do this even. Bring a little bit of this down. And we can probably get this corner covered over. So it looks more like just a cavern kind of thing. Come on. It'd be nice if you had some fine control over how that's going to shape and stuff, but that's fine. Okay, so we have that, and let's turn the oxygen back on. Let's see. And we are good. Okay, so yep, we have O2 in here now, and I think we are good to put our plants in. I wanted to make sure that I'm not going to be doing anything else to take them out. And we can probably take even these textured plant proteins. That's perfect. We have 5 of those and 4 of those. And aloe vera, durians. I think we're just going to do these 2 for right now. And so we're going to do the tomatoes over here. There we go. And we're going to do the textured plant protein. If you recall, the textured plant protein are the ones that give you instant healing. So I'm going to grow some of those too, because when we're out raiding POIs, it's nice to have those. So yeah, we've got those growing, and let me see if there's anything else. And if there's other sprouts I need. Because I can do durians, what is the canned vegetables again? Durians, tomatoes, and pumpkins. So if I have pumpkins, I could do that too. And the other thing we picked up at the last raid is some money, which is kind of cool too. So there's that as well. And let me see, I could probably even put a light block in the end of this just to make it a little bit less gloomy. Let's see, let's do this. Let's do this one. We'll put it up here. There we go. And we're gonna do this. And there we go. Okay. And let's see if that's, yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay, it's not so gloomy in there. All right. So I think what we might do is run over to the trading station and cash in our ATM, and maybe, I don't know, and see if we can get some money. And you know, the other thing, let me see the difference between a tier 1 and a tier 2 fridge. I don't think this thing can build a tier 2 fridge because it's not an advanced constructor. Let me see here, base, because Mac Z, or Max, and he never tells me how to pronounce his name, pointed out that you can upgrade. You should be able to upgrade. So let's see, we have, why don't I just do this? It'll tell me what I need to upgrade, right? So let's do upgrade. Let's see what it says. Energy matrix, steel plate, capacitor device, and nanotubes. Okay, so we have energy matrix. Is that the steel plate? And there we go. And what was the other one? Capacitor device? Is that what it said? Capacitor device. Do those exist anymore? Oh, that's these. Okay, I was thinking the yellow, the reactor cores. Okay, so yeah, I can do this. And let me see. I can upgrade this and upgrade this. And there we go. So now we've actually got a lot more space. That's cool. So we could take this stuff out of here, and we can get rid of these fridges. And we can use those later when we make a CV. We can use those to put in. There we go. All right. And so yeah, I can keep all of that stuff in there, and it's not so crowded in here, and this isn't messed up again. So that's cool. But yeah, what we could do is we could go over to the trading station, and I can put this stuff back in here too. There and there. But yeah, we can go back to the trading station and we can cash in our money and see what they have for sprouts. I mean, I know I can build an ATM here, which is this. I can make an ATM here and just stay at my base and do it. But there is stuff over at the trading station, like there's traders, and I want to see if maybe I can get some sprouts. And because the other thing, after you do canned meat, the other nice upgrade is canned vegetables. And so the reason you want to do canned vegetables is that you can actually grow all of the ingredients inside. So it's pumpkins, durians, and tomatoes. And it looks like the sun just came up too. Cool. So we've got a lot of daylight. But yeah, you can do pumpkins, tomatoes, and durians, and if you grow those, and I think you only need like 2 or 3 of each, and it's fast enough, they grow fast enough to keep up with your needs, you know, with your need for food. So yeah, we can do that and head over to the trading station. Let me see, am I going the right way? Yep, I'm heading right toward it. It's funny how I end up heading exactly toward it every time. There it is. We're going to go around this little thing this time if we can. Nope, that doesn't look like we can. Alright, over this little canyon. There we go. And it looks like we passed up sunrise. Whoops. Yep, it's a pretty sunrise though. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go in here and we're going to see what they have for stuff. And let me get this drop down. There we go. And yeah, I just don't want to be getting attacked by wildlife coming in and out and not having my thing on. Okay, so let's see. The ATM is going to be... There's the medic hall, mess center, there's the trading hall, so the ATM's got to be in the trading hall, right? Tell me they have an ATM here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we can take these money cards and we can deposit. Whoops. We can deposit into the ATM. I think you can even use those as cash, can't you? Nice. Let's see. Let's check this guy out. Yeah, see, you can use them as cash too, so you don't even need the ATM when you have that. The gold coins are what you have to cash in. So there's stuff we could buy here. Hey, you can even buy those for 300. Wow, I couldn't even buy one of them. But yeah, you can buy those for 300 a piece. Let's see. But yeah, I'll show you guys how the ATM works for those of you who haven't used it yet. Is you just deposit in here. Now you have your balance. And so now you don't have to worry about losing that. It's not taking up space in your inventory. If you get killed, you don't have to go recover it, that kind of thing too. So it just stays as your money. And let's see. Motorbike construction kit. Be nice if I could get some night vision too out of some of these guys somewhere. But let me see if there's anybody else in the trading hall. Was it just that one guy? Is it really just the one guy in the trading hall? Let's see. Let's turn on our light here too. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it in the trading hall anyway. So let's see if there's anybody in these other rooms. I know there's like the medical guy in the medical bay. And this guy sells food. Yep. Okay. And there's this guy. Is he not selling anything? Okay. And those guys are not selling anything. And let's see what they have here. I might have to go to the space station. Yeah, because these guys are just selling that. Okay. It'd be nice if you actually started off the game with like, 50 credits or something. Just something to buy like one or two tiny little useful things. Not something that just totally gives you an advantage and lets you win the game. But, you don't start out with like you can buy an epic minigun or anything. But, just enough to get a little bit. Okay, so I think we're going to have to go to the other thing to find the dude who sells sprouts. So let's do that real quick. I think we have a couple minutes left here. So let's head up into space and let's see if we can find the technical term is the sprout selling dude, right? Let's see, there's the store. This is probably not it. Let's see. And that's the same guy as before. Okay. And let's see, clinic, tech. Where is the dude? Here's the stock market guy. There's the trader. Hey, there's that stuff. So you can buy a boost. Those are like thousands and thousands. And yeah, there's the plastic raw material that I had been looking for before. Let's see. Let's see if we got anybody else here over here. I thought there was somebody else. Let's see. Is there? No. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, so can we get tomato, pumpkin? So we can get pumpkins, and they're 300 a piece, so we can't afford those either. Nice. Okay, so we got pumpkins, and the other one was durians. So we can get durians, but we have durians at home. So the pumpkins is the one we want, and of course we're like just short, right? Okay, well, I guess we can't buy that this time, and we're kind of SOL with that. But that's okay. At least we know where that is and what it costs and all that stuff. So after the next raid, we'll be able to do that. And that's going to be it for episode 12 anyway, because we are out of time for today. So I think in episode 13, we are going to go do some fun raid stuff. And maybe we'll check out the abandoned mine or whatever. But we'll see what's there, because that should be I think that'll be a Halloween special. So yeah, join me in episode 13 for a cool, spooky Halloween special. And we will see you then. Later.